Good morning. How are we? I have just decided spontaneously to jump on and do a live video. It's been a little while. I mean, I do have a group where I go live every week, but I don't generally just jump in and do videos for sharing who I am and what I do. And so I do have a regular show on My Time TV called Earth Angel TV. Hi, little eyeballs. Let me know who you are in the comments. I would love to speak to you directly. So you might be joining from My Time TV. You might be joining from Women in Business Amplified or from Mary McLeod's Self-Love Miracles page. Wherever you're joining from, welcome, welcome. I just have to turn the camera around to show you where I am. I'm going to turn this around, and you're going to see a spectacular sight. There's the rainforest. I'm in the rainforest. And it's most spectacular. This is the bed and breakfast that I helped to build with my former partner, and he is still running it. And I'm up here in Queensland. I got special permission to travel because my mom needed a hand, and she lives in Port Douglas. So I'm up here in Queensland, and I'm just feeling so damn blessed. Like, who here feels so damn blessed? I would love to see you guys jump on and put a few comments in. Tell me where you're joining from. If you want to be able to comment and for me to be able to see your comments, two things: you might need to go to My Time TV page, and you also might need to give StreamYard permission. So there might be a link to give StreamYard permission to show your name, or just comment from wherever you are, and we'll figure it out. Natasha, feeling blessed. Awesome. Gosh, me too. So blessed. For one thing, to live in Australia. I mean, Australia's been my home for 31 years. And I spent a large part of it up here in the Daintree Rainforest, which is also just such an amazing place to be. So those of you who don't know me, and I'm not sure who's actually on here. So those of you who don't know me, I don't even know how to describe myself anymore because life is changing so quickly, right? But I receive messages from Spirit as to what the topic of the day, what people actually need to hear. And what we need to talk about is this incessant not good enough syndrome. That's what Spirit wants to bring out into the open, to actually like blow up, because that's what we're capable of doing here and now in this day and age with the energies that we're exposed to and that we're actually embodying, is actually just to stop believing in the limitations of that automatic program that most of us are living under. And so Chantel, hey Chantel, and Kristen from Stratford, Victoria. Yes, this is a beautiful area. It's an amazing area. But you know what else is a really beautiful area? You. You are a really beautiful area, okay? You guys, the energetic being that you are is so awesomely beautiful that you can't even imagine. And for you divine beings to be getting around thinking that you are not good enough, carrying that totally fictitious idea that you're not good enough around with you, is it's mind-boggling. It's life constricting. There's nothing at all about that statement that you're not good enough that is remotely true. Okay? So I want to know from you guys, have you ever felt, Tanya says, looks beautiful, feeling very blessed. Yes, many blessings to you guys. Let me know which page you're watching from too. So let's take a deep breath in together. And ask yourself, do I still feel like I'm not good enough in my life, in my business, in my relationships, with my children? Like, as a mom, do I still not feel good enough as a mom, as a partner, as a child of an aging parent probably, or a parent who has always been critical, right? We almost all have one of those. We almost all have one of those. Let me know if you have one of those. or where you feel most not good enough in your life. Just put down relationships, work, business, sharing your gifts with the world, because that's what this time is all about. We're all being asked to just come out of the closet and stop pretending that we think we're not good enough, okay? Because you are the most radiant divine being and the world needs you. So if you're in a place to be actually still tuned into something that's, you can feel that the place I come from is not it's not a mainstream place of we're gonna take 3 concrete steps to get your work out into the world. No, that's not how I work at all. I actually, everything that I do, the quantum healing, the tapping that I formerly trained in, that I used to get huge transformations with people doing, it has now turned into quantum healing and working with the angels and working with Mother Mary, to actually give like quantum change within a person. As soon as they decide, as soon as you decide that you're ready for a quantum shift, you can just do it like that. That's what the kind of energy is at the moment. And it's only going to get better and better, but it's also going to get more and more freaky. So we have to get used to the world changing really quickly and in miraculous ways. Because otherwise, you can sort of feel like if a miracle happened too abruptly, you'd freak out, right? If you like went to sleep one night in your house and you'd been wanting to manifest, like say you've been wanting to manifest like a big mansion or a new career, whatever. And what if you woke up the next morning in a totally different house? Or someone rings you and asks you a question about this new career you're in and you can't even remember shifting into it. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's really, really lucky that we do have this time thing that's still activated in this time-space reality that gives us that little bit of delay between saying, hey, universe, this is where I really want to be living. And it comes from the heart. And there's that little bit of delay so that you don't wake up in this mansion, like in, France or something, going, how the frick did I get here? Because we have to get used to the small miracles along the way in order to be prepared for when these big miracles start to happen. Am I making sense? Tanya says, mostly self-worth, which affected everything. Coming from South Australia. On Facebook, on my Facebook page or My Time TV. So self-worth, most definitely. Yes, and where did we learn our self-worth? Where did we learn, how worthy we are? Well, for one thing, we were born into a place where people didn't generally have value, didn't generally value themselves. And being the psychic, energetic beings we are, we just absorbed it. Oh, this is a place where we don't have value. And this is the place where we have influences like parents and stuff who never loved themselves, never valued themselves, never valued each other. So they don't really value us. So therefore, we're not valuable. So, it happens like that. As soon as we're born into time-space reality. And Kirsten says, I believe I'm a good mom, not good enough for my partner. So in his opinion or her opinion, you're not good enough, or in your opinion, you're not good enough for them. And Chantal, I'm glad that I'm making a lot of sense. So if you've ever felt invisible, have you guys ever felt invisible, not seen and heard, not important to people, not important, your work is never really recognized? You have these gifts or things that you want to get out in the world that you'd love to share with people, but they're probably just not, good enough, and someone else is probably doing it better. You guys feel that? Yes. Yes. So one of the first steps in overcoming these belief systems that we think we have, the baggage that we think we have, is to understand that belief systems and baggage aren't actually real. We actually aren't carrying anything around with us. All it is a thought, right? A belief is a thought you keep thinking. So how hard is it to actually just decide not to think that thought anymore? Every time you have the thought come through your mind, Oh, I'm not really good enough. I can't really put that out in the world. It's not really good enough. You can just recognize it. Oh, and Chantal's relating. I feel like that. Yep. And Jesse says people are good at making us feel like shit. Are people good at making you feel like shit, or are you good at feeling like shit? That's a very fine difference, but one that makes all the difference. Yes, and baggage feels real. Baggage feels real. However, is it? Is baggage baggage, or is it just a thought that you're attaching yourself to and making real for yourself? Just like what Jesse just said, that people are good at making her feel like shit, but is it just that you're so practiced at allowing yourself to feel like shit? Because when we understand that that's just a thought and a feeling is just a feeling, and a feeling is a result of the thought and the judgment that thought is wrong or that your feeling's wrong, right? If you could just feel like shit and go, oh yeah, that feels like shit. Pretty soon you wouldn't be suffering from it anymore because you'd just be like, oh, you know what? It's just a feeling in my body. It's what I'm doing up here that's making it feel like shit. Yeah? Yeah. Say yeah if you're getting what I mean. Tell me again, are people good at making you feel like shit? Or are we good at making ourselves feel like shit by going, oh, this shitty feeling, and then going, oh, this must be about me. Yeah, I must be shitty. I must not be good enough. Yeah? Can we see how all this stuff we thought was out of our control is actually waiting for us to embrace the control that we actually have over it. Those thoughts that come automatically, they come automatically from the collective unconscious. People who are unconscious and the collective unconscious. And so it's up to us to decide, hey, did I choose that thought or did that come up automatically? And if it came up automatically, it's not yours. It's what you're aware of. You're aware of it because we're all psychic beings. You're aware of the unconscious, the collective unconscious. And just because you're aware of it doesn't mean you need to take it on. So being aware of the collective unconscious belief system that nobody's good enough, everyone sucks, the world sucks, that is it's just an awareness and it's not yours. Yeah, this is such an important point that Spirit's bringing through for you guys and for me right now. All right, I just want to read what some people are saying. Tanya, parents gave myself no value. My mom gave herself no value. And dad, her alcoholic, was like a king to mom, right? Even though I saw that, I took it in my life. Yeah. Yes, it's all perceived. We can let it go by changing the thought. It's not, yeah, it's more than just changing the thought, but yes, we are good at feeling like shit. It's our own, but in reality, change that thought changes that reality. Change creates change. Yes. So the one thing that makes just changing the thought not actually work is if you have repressed feelings, and we all have since the beginning of birth, and through many lifetimes, all the way back to the original decision for separation from source, like eons ago. We've collected and repressed pain from that many lifetimes, which now in our awakening is coming to the surface. So if you feel like you have extra pain on top of pain, on top of shit, on top of pain right now, that is an absolutely transformational, miraculous place to be. Because it means all of that pain is coming up now for release, for transmutation back into love from whence it came, as they say. So if you can allow those feelings to come up, right? We don't want to keep repressing them and slapping a new thought over the top going, oh, well, I choose to be positive. That doesn't actually work, because if you have those simmering feelings having been repressed, they have to come up and out before you can be free. So what we do then is in a safe place, in a safe place within yourself and, make yourself safe in your environment. Go to the mirror and you let that little child cry it out. You let her throw the temper tantrum, not where it's going to endanger any other people. You close your door, or you tell everybody in your face, if you can't get them out of the house, just say, you guys, I just have to scream in my pillow for a minute. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. And you go and you scream in the pillow, and you stomp your feet, just like the little girl or boy who never got to do that, or she would have gotten beat up, or whatever would have happened to you, gotten rejected, or I don't know what happened in your household, but I got a lot of rejection if I let my anger out. So I really let it simmer, and I stuffed it in, and it became sadness, and it became depression. So I have had many years of allowing all these feelings to come back up again once I realized that suppressing it was only making it worse. So you have to go to the mirror and you look into your own beautiful eyes. Do that now. Hey, you guys, would you like to have a really quick healing? And I'll just read what you guys are saying, and then we'll do this little healing. Lisa says, hell yes. Sarah says, that's me. Sarah also says, I live with chronic pain 24/7, but adding emotional suffering is my choice. Well, you're a divine being. Are you actually choosing emotional suffering? Really, from your highest self? That's the ego program. The ego program is choosing suffering for you, and that's what we're here to shine a light on. So this is going to be really good. And Tanya says, yes, thank you, very important. Kirsten, wow, what I need to hear, waiting for love. I go into the fetal position and cry. That's good. It's good if you don't keep rolling in the suffering thoughts. It's good if you allow yourself to go in the fetal position, cry it out in ecstasy and release, knowing that this isn't actual reality. This is feelings coming up for healing. And punch your pillow. And intergenerational trauma, exactly. It's all coming up at once. So cool. Let's do a little healing. Just let's all breathe in together. Exhale, relaxing your body. Letting your feet ground down into Mother Earth all the way to the center core. So your feet are resting on the crystalline core. And you're feeling the love of Mother Earth surrounding you, all the way up to your waist. I'm feeling her nourishment surrounding you, and breathing up through your feet. All that love coming up through your feet, up through your legs, and up through that infinite field of possibilities that is your divine body that you're living in. That's you, my friend. The infinite field of possibilities. Breathing up through the whole body, opening it like a big wide pipe. Breathing in, and out through the crown. Once again, in through the feet, bringing all that crystalline love up through your feet, through that shimmering field of infinite possibilities, and out through the crown, sharing it with the angels, and allowing all those angels up above, calling in your guides and angels, guides and angels, guides and angels, all the archangels, please be with us, and breathing in their love through the crown. And let that come down to the crown, washing, rinsing, cleansing, clearing anything that would allow you to possibly believe you weren't good enough in this world, and exhaling through the feet. Back into Mother Earth, where she's just like, yes, give me more. So let's breathe in through the crown. Oh, that infinite love. Will you allow yourself to receive that infinite love from above? Breathing it down through your body. Clearing out all the generations of pain and trauma and belief systems and yuckiness and abuse and all that stuff that we're just not going to do anymore on the new earth. So we're just going to be who we are in new earth right now. Exhale through the feet. Does anyone on new earth believe they're not good enough? I highly doubt it. Does anyone on new earth? Could we even remotely reach the feeling or thought that we're not good enough when we are made of the stuff of angels? There's no way of reaching that, is there? Let's breathe that in from the crown and from the feet into the heart and exhale that vibration out. Purple. I see purple reaching all sections, all realities and dimensions, actually uncreating all those vows and oaths of poverty and suffering. Your suffering is actually not necessary anymore. Your pain is no longer required. Just look into my eyes. The message for you is very strong. Your suffering is no longer required. Therefore, if you chose your way into it, you can choose your way out of it. You can choose to feel your pain. Breathe and release, knowing it's nothing to do with you. Yeah, doesn't matter what people are saying, what's happening in your life. You feel the pain, divine pain. This divine pain is releasing itself now. And you breathe and release it out. When you look in the mirror with that little girl or boy, you say, sweetheart, I see you. I love you. You are so beautiful. And if you guys look in my eyes now, you will receive that direct from Source. Sweetheart, I see you. You are beautiful. I love you. No matter what you have said, no matter what you have done, no matter what you have thought, no matter what, I love you. You are a beautiful, powerful, divine child of the universe. And you are good enough. In fact, you've transcended good enough. You are divine. There's nothing good enough or not good enough anymore. On New Earth, we all know that we're divine beings. So we might start now, shall we? Will you guys give me a great big yes if you want to start now, just being that divine self, living in the New Earth internally now. Does that sound like a good idea? Say yes. I'm trying to give you guys a link right now because I am, I gotta get rid of this because I'm running a masterclass coming up on the 18th. That's next Thursday. I'm running a masterclass for sharing with you the 3 steps and actually working through the 3 steps to actually banishing that self-doubt out of the kingdom of the reality that you're living in now. We're banishing that. And we're coming into just that shiny, radiant divine being that you know and love as you. Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't ever feel any more not important or unseen and unheard? Because you were seeing you and you knew that the divine was seeing you and you weren't stopping yourself doing anything in the world. Would that be a pretty cool feeling? Just popping a link in there. Oh, good. I see some yeses. Kirsten says yes. Tanya says yes. Beautiful. Well, for some reason I'm unable to pop this link in there, but it's in the description. If anyone does want to join this masterclass, it'll be about 90 minutes. It's on Thursday morning in Adelaide time. And I just don't know why it won't post, but that's okay. Go to the original post here, and it's in the description. So those 3 steps we'll be covering, and we'll be doing healings and getting everybody into that vibration like we just started to do. It did pop up there. So it's up on the screen now. If you guys want to. I don't know if you click on the screen whether you can get it, or if you just have to type that link into your browser, it will come up with a registration for the webinar. Yes, it says it is Shine Webinar. So anyone have any questions or want to share anything that's going on for you so that I can help you here and now with whatever it is? Because we are in a very divine space, having just gone and given our inner children permission to shine, basically, to let go of the need to even play in the arena of not being good enough. Like, huh? Why? I can't even remember how to do that anymore. And that used to be my speciality, was not being good enough. I really can't even remember how to create that feeling inside myself anymore. So it is possible. Who has any question about what's going on in your own life at the moment that you want me to tap into source for? Anything. Somebody did mention something earlier. So if I will go back to that if I don't see any other questions. The chronic pain. Right, so we started to talk a little bit about how the emotional suffering is your choice. So if you're choosing emotional suffering, we just went through how you can unchoose the emotional suffering, right? You feel the feeling, that pain, it's a really good, I'm receiving this for you, it's a really good thing to make friends with it, because what you resist persists, as we've all learned for many years now. So if you're having pain in your body, maybe you haven't listened to your body for most of your life, or maybe you've disliked your body, or like, or, you know, whatever could be happening on a physical level, you know, medically. If you're in pain and you don't want to make an emotional suffering, allow that pain to be there. One of the main things that we need to do in our lives is to accept whatever is as is in the moment. In the present moment, we accept it as it is. It doesn't mean we don't put it out there for change, but accepting what is extremely important. So is that possible for you, Sarah, to be with, okay, Tanya's asking a question. To be with that pain, I'm feeling it right now, just a little bit. And is it possible to just lie there observing the pain? Here's the center of the pain. And now the pain radiates to here. And you just be with it in a really, really conscious state of mind, not trying to think of how to get rid of it, or whatever your mind might do that actually creates suffering, like, damn, when is this going to go away, or whatever. Because as soon as the mind is either in the future or in the past, that's where suffering exists. So if you can bring the mind to the present moment, and that's why meditation is so important, it trains the mind to be able to observe in the present moment. So you just feel that pain, relaxing your body completely, if it's at all possible. You relax as much as you can, and you observe. You observe the sensations in your body, and you can observe where's the epicenter of this pain. What kind of pain is it? Oh, it's a shooting pain. It's an aching pain. It's a throbbing pain. You just be with it, and you can talk to it and say, pain, sweetheart, legs, or wherever it is that it hurts, what message have you for me? I'm so sorry I haven't listened to you. I'm so sorry that I haven't loved you, but I'm here for you now. It's like, treat it like your inner child, like your body is your inner child. Treat it that tenderly, and that like it's a little child just learning how to walk, right? So if your little child, if you were, 11 months old and you're just learning how to walk and you keep falling over, are you going to be going, get up, you little, so-and-so? Are you going to be going, oh, sweetheart, that's so good. That was such a good try. You want to have another try? So you want to be treating your body like it's your little child, okay? So you put your hands on the place where it hurts most, and you say, sweetheart, I'm here for you. So you can be the divine parent to that part of your body. Is this making sense? It's making sense to me. So you treat it like that. You say, sweetie, I'm so sorry I wasn't here for you. I didn't understand that you are actually my divine being. Your body is like your divine animal, right? So you like your puppy self, or your kitty cat self, or your bunny rabbit self. You know how animals are just so divine. They just act on divine instinct all the time. Your body's doing that too. So if it's in pain and it's showing symptoms, it just means that something's out of alignment with nature. Yeah? So there are these 6 divine truths of source. Some of you on here might have actually done some of my free online retreats or stuff like that where I share the 6 divine truths of Source. It makes it really, really easy to figure out, I'm glad that makes sense, Tanya, to figure out whether your thoughts, whether you're believing some thought that's collective unconscious, or whether you're actually choosing a thought that's in alignment with the actual truth, the absolute truth, the truth that masters have taught through the ages. And there's a way of conceptualizing this that I could give to you really quickly if I have enough time. Or follow Mary McLeod, Self-Love Miracles. You will find videos on that page. I can put that in here. Mary Self-Love Miracles. So if you just search that, you'll find my business page. I couldn't get it to post in on this actual post, so you'll find videos on there, and just sign up for whatever I'm doing free because it's awesome. It's not because I'm awesome, even though I am, and so are you. So are we all. It's awesome because I've learned how to let myself get out of the way and just translate what Source wants you to know for your life. So I was going to go back to the question about the Shine webinar. Someone tell me if you've signed up for it. Let me know and make sure that that link works and everything. What work will I be doing? Tanya says. Okay, so do you mean you want me to tap in to see what work you should be doing in life? Because that's not my job. That's yours. And it's through your connection. If you want to ask me a question about something that's really bothering you, is it bothering you that you don't know what work you should be going for? So how I work, as in with tapping in, is if you give me the issue, I can read the energy behind it, and I can see what's actually going on vibrationally for you. So share with me the issue rather than the question like, what work will I be doing? Because that is actually not the underlying question that you're asking. Because you wouldn't be asking that question if you weren't in some sort of confusion or state of vibrational discord. So I want to know what the vibrational discord is. Does that make sense? And Kristen says, wow, where does start? And I'm not sure what you mean by that. So just ask again. And Tanya says, yes, it makes sense. So, and Kristen, so it's okay to acknowledge the pain or hurt? Yes, well, you can still believe it because it's there for a reason. So if it's pain in your body, or are you talking about the emotional pain now? I think you put that up there while I was talking about the physical pain. You want to acknowledge the pain and the hurt. Okay, and you treat it like the divine animal, like sweetheart, or your divine child. What can I do for you? I'm sorry that I haven't been listening, or I'm sorry that I haven't treated you right. I'm here for you now. And just be with that, whatever pain, and you start to observe it objectively. So, oh, this is the throbbing pain. This is a shooting pain. You start to be in the present moment with it. That's the most important thing. And if you're talking about emotional pain and hurt, you can do exactly the same thing. You can go, oh, this pain, this emotional pain and hurt, I feel it here. Oh, I feel it in my head. It's such strong pressure in my head. And you just start to observe it objectively. Instead of going to, oh, that asshole, why does this keep happening to me? Or why do I keep choosing the wrong people? Or those are just thoughts of the collective. And let's face it, you guys are above and beyond just going on automatic with collective consciousness. You are so over that. And now is the time where you get to choose. What am I going to tap into? Am I going to tap into truth? I'm going to give you guys the 6 divine truths really quickly. So I'll grab pen and paper and then go look on my page for the deeper trainings in that, or ask me. You're free to message me. I can put you into my online retreat group where there's like hordes of videos. Just let me know. So off we go. The number 1 truth. Have you ever felt unloved? Isn't being human feeling unloved? Yes. So it goes against the exact the truth, which is the exact opposite, that you are more love than you can ever imagine. So it's in three parts. The first one, you are made of love. That's what energy is. It's made of love. You're made of love. You are flowing with infinite love, and you are already infinitely loved by source in every dimension. Yeah? So would you rather be loved by something infinite or someone who doesn't even know how to love because they don't even love themselves? Right? What a choice. When you have divine love, you actually never crave for human love, even though it's everywhere there for you. You actually don't crave it. You don't feel like you're missing it when it's not there. Okay? So the first one is you're made of divine love and you're already loved. Number two is that you're whole and one with everything and everyone, including source. Yeah? So everything is one. You're made of divine love and you're already whole and one with everything. There is nothing missing from your life. It only appears to be in the time-space reality, which is not the ultimate truth. So anywhere you're letting your thoughts, words, and actions reflect a truth of lack, it's not the truth, it's a lie, and you're living in unconsciousness. So you want to start aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the truth that you are already whole. Okay, that's number two. Number three is that you are, everyone is, and everything is already being served by Source in the highest. So that means that everything, your entire life has been serving you to bring you to this moment, no matter how much pain has gone on in the past, no matter what kind of weird and wonderful and awful things have gone on in your life, it's all been serving you to bring you to the now, because now is when you wake up. Now is when you wake up. And time doesn't matter at all, because time doesn't actually exist. So everyone in your life's been serving in the highest, and you've been serving in the highest. That's number three. Number four, can we breathe that in? I know this is quick, but I want to get off by 11:30 because there's another interview. There's an interview happening at 11:30 on my time with the beautiful Tony Everard. She's amazing. Let's breathe in together. Number four is that you and everyone and everything is already received by Source in the highest. So you're already seen and heard and felt and known and valued and supported and accepted and understood in every dimension by all that is. So anytime you feel like no one understands me, I'm invisible, I'm not important, all of that is collective unconscious, and you want to be going, oh, there's a funny thought. I can't believe I used to think that. And you just check it out. You go, oh, that's right. I'm already received. I'm already being witnessed every moment of my entire existence. And every time you feel invisible, you go, oh yeah, this feels really, really, really real. How funny is that? It feels so real, but it's actually the ego program. Oh, I might just go, oh, check that out. Okay, so it is work, play, make it play. Let's breathe that in. Oh, I'm already received. Ooh, awesome. How could I not be good enough when all that is receives me and, loves me and I'm whole with it and I'm being served? So number five is that you are, everyone is, and everything is infinite, is made of the infinite possibilities of Source. Okay? So what does that mean? Because ooh, apparently I'm stuck in this body. Yeah, apparently we are. We're carrying these bodies in this weird and wonderful world for reasons, which we're not going to get into in the next 5 minutes. But we're actually made of infinite possibilities. And that's what science is showing, that what we're made of is actually 99.9999% space. There's actually no physical basis for our existence. It just seems like that. And the tiniest little particles are actually waveforms that are infinite potential. And we're actually telling them what to be for us. So we want to start telling them to be infinite for us. That we need to start breaking out of any kind of limited thought. Yeah. And coming into our total infinite nature. And let's breathe that in. Wow, I'm infinite. Yeah, that feels better. And number six is that because time does not exist, it's already done. Everything is already done. All those realities that you think aren't yours yet have already happened, because every single thing is actually happening now. we just can't perceive it that way, because if you can imagine trying to experience everything at once, it would be friggin' impossible, wouldn't it? From our human perspective. But that's not the real perspective. The real reality is that it's all available here and now. And that's what people who actually have died and come back will say, like they saw the infinite possibilities often. So those are what you want to be aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with. And I just couldn't help myself, needed to share them all. So there's other deeper programs that I offer where we go a lot deeper into those 6 truths. If you sign up for the webinar, you will definitely, the Shine, it's called Shame to Shine masterclass or webinar. Sign up for that. You'll find out so much more about what I do, what I share, and what Source shares and what Mother Mary shares. And you can, get access to the Earth Angel Academy and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I really love and appreciate all of you who've stayed on here and who participated in any or all of my spontaneous jumping on My Time TV. It's been so much fun hanging out with you and bringing up everything that you've asked about. Yeah, so whatever you ask about is what actually comes through from Source for you. So thank you for this co-creation. Sending so much love. Mwah. Go find me. Go find me either on the webinar or my page. I would love to keep in contact with you. Sayonara. Bye, Kirsten. Bye, Tanya. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Lisa. Chantel. Jesse. Natasha. Go and watch from the beginning if you just came on.